the other person that I want to call, because we don't want to take much of your time today. Today is all about getting together, knowing the place, and after the speech, we can have time to to talk to each other, to have a private conversation with whoever you want to talk to. I just want to quickly call someone. She's been working with us for almost the first day in the community. Today, she's here to talk about how the community started and what we have done so far and where we're heading. So I need to call Mrs. Fahma Mohammed. Fahma, welcome.
First of all, good morning to the rest of you, and Assalamu alaikum. This is not working. So first of all, today we'll hold this meeting to celebrate the official opening of our community office. And first of all, let me, on behalf of all Somali community members of Queensland, extend our warmth, welcome and grateful thanks to all of you for attending at this special event, even though we are late. It is to you whom we pay special thanks today for your continuing support and trust. The success of Somali community of Queensland will not have been possible without you contributing. When we first started this community organization more than 6 years, we had high hopes for the future, but we are constantly amazed of what you have been able to do in such short time. With 2,000 members, 60% of youth, with 60% of youth have been contributing, which we had contributed to the change of the name of our community from Logan, which you have known as, to Queensland, to cater every Somali in Brisbane, not only the Somali in Logan. So our service here will include, now the office opening, will include general education activities such as providing education help to the youth, since we have 60% of our people in here is youth, and with support of sport activities and career planning for our graduate students. We have graduated, which we had, if you have attended last year, we had a general ceremony for those who have graduated from year 12, which we had 30% of ours graduating, better than 2017 or 16 was our most graduates. So I just want to say we'd like to restart and promise on behalf of all the members of Somali Community Association of Logan that it's our goal to understand the need of our community, and that which aims to assist in resilience of all being of its community. We believe that with your continued support, we can and we will create a successful tomorrow for all the Somalis that are in Queensland, and we are all welcome every Somali in Queensland that needs support in here. Thank you.
Finally, I need to call Mr. Saeed, and he's been with us for the whole journey from the beginning until now. So I want to call Mr. Mohammed Saeed to say something about it. Ahmed Saeed, sorry.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين صلى الله عليه وسلم. And I'll just say few words in English and then few words in Somali, inshallah. I'll start with the English part. I am the biggest fan of Somali Community Association of Queensland, and I'll tell you why. And I'll tell you why I was the biggest fan of this organization. I have lived in this city for just over 20 years. Not just by myself, but others who are here, Darman, and few other people who have lived in this town for over 20 years or nearly 20 years would know that we have more than 14 different organizations that are registered in Queensland. the only thing that they all have in common is the word Somali. Somali Community Associations have been registered day after day, but this is the first organization that I was invited into to come and actually participate the launch and the opening of their office. Every other organization that I know for over 20 years is just an organization by name. An organization that's led by one person. It's just one man bandwagon. He actually does whatever he wants. He doesn't actually care, and he doesn't have any interest in any community activity. The only reason why he has that is just to make himself a name. And I'm very happy to be part of this opening ceremony today. I'll tell you my experience with Somali Community Association of Queensland. I've attended the Ramadan Cup. I had no idea how it was organized. I think the youth who organized it invited me to come along on the final day of the cup. I have seen them organize other community activities. And one thing that works very well for them, that was not the case for any other community organization in here, is that the unity and the sincerity and the ikhlas that they work together. And I think we can go far if every community association that has been established before this one had the same principles and the same values, but that was not the case. I'm very sorry to say that the rest of those 14 or 15 different organizations are just useless, because you've never seen them work, you've never seen them do anything for anybody or any community. They don't actually even do well for themselves, let alone do anything for other people. So on behalf of myself and a lot of other friends here, I would like to congratulate you for this success. Now that you have a venue, that you have a center, I'm sure you will do better and you will actually do more services for the community. I'll just leave one word of advice as well, because I don't want to just praise you and tell you how wonderful you are, but not tell you what you can improve. So I'll add my remarks to some improvements. I think you need to be an inclusive organization. And when I say inclusive, is you can actually benefit from the technical expertise and know-how of a lot of other Somalis that are willing to do that for free. So no one is going to try to come and manage the organization or lead the organization, but they're there to help you with technical expertise and know-how because they've been here longer. So you need to take advantage of that available skill and expertise and not to be shy away from that. So I think you need to actually include those who know better in the organization. And if you do that, believe me, you will actually go far. I want to thank the leadership of President Iftin. He seems to actually have what it takes to actually hold together. That's not a common characteristic for anyone who vies for a leadership position in the Somali community. If you can keep your people together, that's a very, very, very important leadership trait or leadership talent that you have. I would like to ask Darman to actually say few words after me, because I know he shares the same passion that I share with this organization.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد. إلهي والدكيني نجم هرته هنا ودم بالدافو. خير كان إلهي هنا وضواف الشيء الدنيا خربة. I'm going to say a few words in English. I think I am the oldest here. As Abdul Saeed wanted to show the gathering. I'm 19 years in Brisbane, Queensland. And for the first time, when I arrived here, until recently, I have only known people who say they represent Somali community. As a member, as a person who knew how the West works, when I mean the West, you know, similar countries like the United States, the United Kingdom, Italy, and Europeans, I had less difficulty establishing myself and my family as a refugee in Brisbane. But I yearned for more because I knew a lot of families needed this assistance more than I did. And very few people came about to do that. Some people used it to claim, but nothing happened. As a person, Abdi Saeed said I am a fan of this organization. Actually, I am an associate member of this organization. And as the events in the last few months show, I think I will creep into being a full member perhaps the end of the year or so, because we have been cooperating with them as elders on many matters, and I would like that to continue. We have invited people from overseas together in the name of the Somali Community of Association of Queensland, a learned authority in Islam, has come to all the way from the United States, and we had the invitation done here in the Islamic school there. And that was one of the successes that we have achieved together. Remember, me and Abdi Saeed are not full members, but as elders, this is our community. As it stands, I declare this is our community, and we are represented by the leadership of this community is our leadership. And that's why we will always strive to work with them, because they have shown the way. We want to have our own input. We have got the experience to assist. We have got the experience to assist with the service providers, with the police, with anybody that has something, an input into the system that we're working on. I congratulate them for the successes they have undertaken. I can never remember a Somali association with an office like this. This is the first time, and I think I will come back to demand action, because I think things will be happening in this office. We are not here only to say, clap our hands, say that you are. I think things will be happening, and almost all Somalis should be able to benefit from it. And thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to say a few words, and you continue the good work. Thank you.